The early morning sun of Lagos painted the sky in gold and smoke when Adesewa left her village for the first time. Her mother wrapped her arms around her tightly, whispering prayers in her ear. "My daughter," she said, tears glistening in her eyes, "remember the child of whom you are. Lagos is big, but your name is bigger if you keep your dignity. Don't forget home." Adesewa nodded, clutching her mother's hand like a lifeline. She was only 16, the first daughter of a poor family but blessed with sharp intelligence and beauty that turned heads even in her school uniform. Her father had sold his last piece of land to send her to university, the first in their family. The bus roared as she waved goodbye. Her mother stood still at the station long after it left, her heart torn between pride and fear. When Adesewa reached Lagos, everything moved too fast, cars speeding, people shouting, music booming from roadside speakers. She felt small in a city that never slept. She rented a small hostel room near Yoba with 3 other girls, all university students like her. That night, as she unpacked her bag, 3 of her roommates walked in, tall, slim, beautiful and endowed with eyelashes like feathers and confidence that filled the room. Their names were Olamide, Tosin and Ife, and from the moment she smiled, Adesewa felt drawn to them. "You're new here?" Olamide asked, chewing gum lazily. "Yes, I just came from Ijibu," Adesewa said shyly. "Oh. Welcome to the jungle," Olamide and others laughed. "If you want to survive here, you must shine. Lagos doesn't notice quiet people." That was the beginning. Out of 3 of them, Olamide became her guide in the city. She taught her where to buy cheap clothes, how to pose for pictures, how to use makeup to glow like a goddess. But slowly, the lessons turned darker. One weekend, Olamide said, "There's a party at Lekki tonight. Big boys, big money. Let's go have fun. Senators, rich men, pilots, all the prominent people are coming to the party tonight. Please do not miss out." Adesewa hesitated. "I have a test on Monday." "Test? My dear, life is not only about books. You think good grades pay rent? Let's go, dear, you'll see real life." That night, Adesewa wore a borrowed dress that hugged her body like sin. They arrived at a mansion filled with music, perfume, and flashing lights. Men of dignity, men of many calibers, men of good reputation in Lagos at that party that night. Men with designer clothes raised glasses, women laughed too loudly, and everything smelled of temptation. There, she met Femi Carlington, a married man, an advanced pilot well known in Nigeria with a family of 7, 2 lawyers, 3 doctors, and 2 generals in military officers, a man with a soft voice, expensive wristwatch, and promises that sounded like music. He said she was beautiful, different from her friends and special. At that moment, all her mother's warnings disappeared behind the glitter. Weeks passed, and Femi Carlington's Johnny went back to Nigeria to visit her with gifts at her hostel, a smartphone, a gold chain, money for upkeep. Adesewa told herself it was nothing. He loved her, he said so. But love in Lagos often comes with strings. One night, he asked her to skip classes to travel with him to Abuja for a business trip. She refused. He smiled coldly. "You're acting like a child. Don't you trust me?" And because she wanted to keep him, she went. The trip was a blur of hotels, parties, and people whose laughter never reached their eyes. When she returned, she realized she had missed her exams. Her results that semester were a disaster. Still, Olamide and Femi Carlington told her not to worry. "You're too fine to stress. Opportunities will come." And they did, but not the kind she needed. Olamide and Femi Carlington get to know each other from that day. Soon, she began attending more parties with her friend Olamide, meeting more men, collecting more gifts. Her social media grew with likes and comments. But her school books gathered dust. Her innocence faded like morning dew under the Lagos sun. One afternoon, Adesewa came home and found her hostel room empty, not knowing what happened, only Tosin, her friend, to tell her that Olamide was gone, with her things too. Later, she heard Olamide wanted to play smart by getting away. Then she was arrested in a fraud case involving the death of Mr. Femi Carlington, stolen and credit cards of those men she met with in the party. Fear gripped her. She tried calling Femi Carlington. His number didn't exist. Then came the knock. 2 police officers stood at her door, holding a picture of her and Mr. Femi Carlington together. They said she is wanted at the station for interrogation on the death of Mr. Femi Carlington and internet fraud, and she was under investigation. Why she was be detained? Adesewa's world shattered. Her parents were called. Her father's voice cracked over the phone. Adesewa, is this what you went to Lagos to do? She cried until her voice broke. She was released after some questioning and investigation, but her reputation was gone. Her classmates whispered. Some said she was guilty. Others said it was a bad influence on her friend. The family of Mr. Femi Carlington had it, and they sued Olamide in court as they traveled down to Nigeria. Alone, ashamed, she packed her things and returned home. Her mother opened the door and hugged her tightly without a word. For days, Adesewa couldn't look anyone in the eye. Then one evening, her mother placed a Bible on her lap. You fell, she said softly. But it's not the fall that defines you, it's whether you rise again. Those words changed everything. Adesewa returned to Lagos a year later, not as a student chasing fame, but as a teacher at a small community center, helping young girls from poor families learn computer skills and self-worth. She used her story as a warning. She told them, bad influence doesn't always shout. Sometimes, it whispers. Sometimes, it comes as friendship, laughter, or love. But anything that pulls you away from your goals is an enemy in disguise. Her word spread. Her name became respected again. Newspapers called her the girl who found herself. Years later, standing on a podium at a youth conference, she looked over the crowd and said, I once thought Lagos would make me, but it almost destroyed me. What saved me was remembering where I came from and my background as a Christian. The hall went silent. Some cried. Some clapped. And as she smiled under the spotlight, the city that once swallowed her now applauded her strength. The moral was clear: bad influence can turn dreams into dust, but wisdom can rebuild even from ashes. And in that city of noise and neon lights, Adesewa's story became a legend, a tale mothers told their daughters whenever they packed their bags for school in the big city. Remember Adesewa, they would say. Remember that not every friend means well, and not every light in Lagos leads you home. Pray constantly. If you find this story interesting and you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly click on the subscription button and turn on your notifications so that when I post a video like this you will be the first subscriber. Like, share and comment. Thanks.